shut the water off. Oh, that broke off, so we're going to have to change the angle stop now. This kind of angle stop is something that a homeowner could change out because it's just a compression fitting. All you need is a couple of channel locks and you can take it off. I'm going to be using a tool specifically designed for it. And does anybody know what this tool is? Alright, so first thing we got to do is we got to shut the water off. Now, I do have a good water shut off here. In this house, so I changed it a couple of years ago, so that you always want to know where your water shut off is before you start doing any work. So you found your valve, you shut it off. Now you want to go and relieve the pressure. You can do it over here on the hose bib. Okay, open up the valve. Alright, so we got no pressure. Pressure's down. And then what I'll normally do is open a faucet in the house to do that. So we open. That's it, no water. Got a new angle stop. Alright, another thing I always like to do, pop a towel in underneath here. Okay. New angle stop is not going to have the same size, so I'm going to change out the supply as well. Alright, so we pull that off. Okay. Alright, you want to grab it, get hold of it good, and loosen your compression. They can be very tight, these compression nuts. Now, for your homeowner, you don't need to pull this nut off. You can reuse it. I am going to pull it off though, because I want a nice clean new angle stop. I don't want this dirty old nut on here. And as a professional, you should be pulling the nut off. Professional plumber should have this tool. It's a nut puller. So remove it. Got a towel there for that little bit of excess water. Pop this on. Okay. Alright, and then just turn that. It gets pretty tight. Extract the nut for us. There we go. Pulls the nut and the compression ring off the pipe. Now this can only be used on copper. Cannot use it on a CPVC line. It'll just break the CPVC line. CPVC, you definitely want to, if you don't have a lot of pipe sticking out of the wall, you definitely don't want to use that. Just leave the nut where it is. And for CPVC, I would also recommend probably calling a professional. I wouldn't try and do it as a homeowner. Alright, now if you're going to use this tool, you want to keep this nut on, because otherwise you could egg this. You could egg this and then the nut won't, you lose the threads. So tighten it on there, not tight, but pop this in and the stop goes on. Alright, so pop this on and we tighten our compression nut. Now the compression nut, you want to tighten it really tight. Once again, on CPVC, you've got to be careful. But I would not suggest a homeowner mess with the CPVC ones. And I normally tighten it until you can hear that little noise. Then you know it's good and tight. So, yeah, that squeak, that's generally an indication. Let me turn it off. Alright, I'm going to go pop the water back on. And we should be good. Alright, so I went and shut the water off. Everything looks good, no leaks. And as you can see, no drips, nothing like that. If you're doing this for yourself at home, you may want to get somebody to go to keep an eye on it while you go turn the water on, or have somebody else turn the water on.
That way, if there's an issue, where they can shut it off immediately. And once again, I would highly recommend you don't do any work on CPVC. You really want a professional to do that. If you're going to attempt it yourself, make sure the water's off and it holds properly before you start working on anything related to CPVC. So if you found this helpful and you got any value out of this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you. Have a great day.